you're looking for a home in Fernandina or Amelia Island, you might begin with looking for a great real estate agent. We've got Mike Hagel from Watson Realty with us here today to share a bit about his background and passion for Amelia Island. Mike, welcome to the show.
Thanks, Wally. Appreciate you having me.
So how long have you lived out there in Amelia?
Oh, 1999, my wife and I moved to Fernandina.
20 years experience, living the dream at Amelia Fernandina.
Yeah.
How many years have you been involved professionally in real estate in the area?
I first received my license in 1997.
So this is a rarity. Spent a lot of time on Amelia Fernandina over the last 25 years. Professionally, we've inspected hundreds and hundreds of houses up there. There are plenty of real estate agents.
Yes.
There's woefully few with 20 years living there and 20 years real estate experience. How do you use that experience to help me find the right home?
One of my favorite niches that I do is I had a lot of experience in new construction home sales. So I'm kind of known as the new construction guy, if you will, plus a military vet. I love helping veterans. But a lot of people don't realize how important it is for you to have a realtor when you're considering purchasing a new home. And that's where I step in to educate and try to help.
So why is it important to me as a home buyer? I'm going to buy a brand new home.
Yeah.
The site agent is typically there representing the builder. They've got lots of product knowledge. Why do I need to have a general real estate agent with me?
Well, you said it yourself. The site agent is there representing the builder. That's the first thing that should scare you. It's a very different process than a traditional resale home. Each builder uses their own contract. Traditionally, these are not the standard state forms that we would get in a general real estate transaction. And each one of those contracts has different language, usually designed to protect the builder. Then there's a myriad of, it's a long process building a house.
Sure.
6 months, 10 months, a year sometimes. And there's a lot of things that can happen in that time frame. It's not a 30 or 45 day transaction where you never see that realtor again. We're going to be real close friends in that time period, and a lot of things can happen. And if you don't have representation, I want you to think about it this way, Wally. If it's just you and there is an issue that comes up, how much pull does one person have to rectify a potential issue or problem in construction versus if you had an agent who not only is one person but brings other clients, and their brokerage brings other clients. And oh, by the way, realtors are like little unions, and they talk to each other and they know everybody, and we talk about all the different potential builders and problems and things that happen. It's the perfect situation. I'm going to have a better shot at rectifying a problem than you on your own.
So you can use that knowledge and networking to avoid problem, and then when something does arise, which happens from
hopefully
time
it
to time,
doesn't, but right,
you
it
can
does.
better chance of getting to a rapid resolution. That's a real good thought. What do you love most about Amelia Island?
You know, when I first moved there, I didn't. In 1998, I was a young guy, and it was a sleepy, quiet town, and I was bored out of my mind, but the builder I worked for at the time transferred me up there. I didn't even know where it was. I was living in Mandarin, and even though it wasn't that far away, it seemed like miles. But it has grown on me quite a bit. It is it's kind of a microcosm of America. On that east side of Nassau County is that Amelia Island area, and it has an actual town with factories and shops and restaurants and a main street that you can walk down. Gated neighborhoods, golf courses, condos, and then off island, still on that eastern part of the county, huge suburban area that is now being picked up with wildlife. It's close to the airport. There's a Navy base up in Kings Bay. Just huge suburban, sleepy, many neighborhoods and all sorts of things. And on the west side, you get the country life.
Sure do.
With acreage and ranch homes, and there's a little bit of everything out there for everyone, and it's really kind of fun for me.
Well, Mike, for people who'd like to learn more about Amelia, Fernandina, and the vicinity, as well as more about you and how to make contact with you, what's the website? What's the best way?
whyiloveameliaisland.com.
whyiloveameliaisland.com. Did you think of that, or did your wife make that up?
Yeah, I'll have to give credit to my wife for that one. I had originally runningrealtor.org, and I like to run back in the day, as you can tell, not so much anymore, but whyiloveameliaisland.com is probably the best way to get a hold of me.
I think that's a good decision. I want to thank Mike for being with us. Considering Amelia Fernandina? consider Mike.